Hi everybody, I'm Pete Sartes from The Lawyer You Know, and today we're going to answer the question, what do I do all day? Welcome to the law offices of Tragos, Sartes, and Tragos. This is our main office here in Clearwater, Florida, right off of Gulf Bay, and we're going to go inside and start our day today. Every day starts with the same thing. Walk into the office and say hello to the most important people in here, which is our staff. We're going to start with Marcia. Good morning, Marcia. Marcia handles all of our intake, does all of our phone calls, and makes sure that we are all organized in the office. All right, this is our paralegal office, and this is where all the nitty-gritty every day gets done. All the files get assembled, all of the medical records get ordered, all of the demand packages go up. On the other side of this office is the litigation section where the complaints get done and discovery gets put together. All of the actual day-to-day nuts and bolts work happens in here. All right, before we actually go into my office, I'm going to stick my head in and check in on George. Sounds like he's in a deposition. We'll just say hi. He's working already. All right. Excuse my mess. This is where all the magic happens. I start my day normally every day. I'll come in, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and what I do is just figure out what the day brings. The reality about being a lawyer is you can't be too regimented. Yeah, I have a schedule and I try to follow that schedule, but things happen throughout the days. Emergencies for clients, special requests, things like that. And you've got to make sure that you can prioritize what absolutely has to be done today with the stuff that comes up throughout your day. So that's what we're going to find out right now. All right, you may have noticed the volume change. It's because I'm doing this video, but both of my partners right now are doing something. So George is on the left of me taking a deposition, and Peter's on the right talking to some adjusters. So I'm going to switch over to the microphone so it's easier for you to hear me. Now, what do I do next? First thing I do, we're going to sit down and look at our calendar. And our calendar is pretty well organized in this office, so I come into the office and I know exactly what is due today so I can discuss it with our staff. The second thing I do is I look at what my appointments are for the day and just prepare myself, at least mentally, for those. And a lot of times, because I handle a lot of the litigation in the firm, I actually have big blocks of time set aside for things like writing motions or responding to pleadings or mediations or depositions myself. So I'll look at that and make sure I know what's going on for the day, and we're off. This is kind of important. We got a federal court order yesterday. The federal courts have granted our motion. Our client's going to get what they deserve, and we're also going to get attorney's fees and costs on top of their verdict. And let's go ahead and talk to opposing counsel and see how we're going to get that to our client's hands. Things are happening. I'm not going to lie. The most important part of the day is right here. This is called the coffee pot. And if you're a lawyer, know it, like it, drink it, because you'll need a lot of it. Next, I'm going to make a phone call to a client, but unfortunately, you can't hear what we say because that is attorney-client privilege. Happy client. Okay, things have been happening all day, and one of the things I want to show you is what happens when our law clerk comes in and all the work that he does for us throughout the day. So let's go find Tyler. All right, here we go. Tyler's locked his door, so I can't get in. Thank you, Tyler, for unlocking the door.
In my life.
No worries, man. All right, everybody, for those of you that haven't seen the videos that have Tyler in it, Tyler is our law clerk, and he's in law school right now, and what he does is he comes into our office and helps us with a lot of tasks like research and preparing documents to go along with pleadings. A lot of document production happens in Tyler's hands. So one of the things that we're going to do is Tyler and I are going to talk about what we're doing on some cases that are going to trial where he is preparing witness lists, exhibit lists. What else are you working on right now?
Right now I've got a medical chronology going on.
Medical chronology is really important. That way we understand every medical appointment and every diagnosis that our client has. So when we argue this case, we know exactly what happened, when it happened, who did it, and what it means. So let's see what he's doing here.
All right, general rundown of it is you take all like the documents. Right now, this is literally him at the emergency room. So we take all that, write it down into a report, say what the doctor says, what his pain is, what areas that he specifically says he's injured at. So if in court someone says, oh, he complained that this wasn't really hurting, we can say, yes, at the medical center, he said I was experiencing pain in X location. Just an easy way of having everything documented down.
So Tyler and I are going to take a look at this case right now, and we'll be back with you in a second. And one of my favorite things to do in the day is go get fuel. So one of the things that I do is I normally go to lunch a few times a week with Peter Tragos. And yeah, we eat, but one of the cool things that we do is we have a chance to sit down when it's quiet and kind of go through our day, plan and organize things that are happening in the office. So I'm going to go to lunch, and we'll see y'all when we get back. Peter and I are back from lunch. We've solved all of the world's problems. Everything's going to be okay. Truth be told, I have a mediation starting in about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is take a look at the mediation summary that I've done, which is basically a set of facts that I provided to the mediator so they know what the case is about, what my strong points of my case. Believe it or not, this case actually might have some weak points too, so we put those in there for the mediator just to help guide the process. So I'm going to review that, make sure I'm ready to go, get my client on the Zoom call, and let's keep our fingers crossed, see if we can settle this case for this client. Frankly, this is not so strange. They pay them out of the All right, last time we talked, I was starting a mediation. It is now 3 hours into mediation, and we're finally getting to the nitty-gritty of where we're going to potentially be able to settle this case. Because we're doing it in Zoom, I'm here in my office, my client is at home, and the mediator is shuffling between Zoom calls between us and the defense counsel, and hopefully we'll have this thing wrapped up in the next few minutes. All right, that's a wrap. Mediation is over. We'll let you know about the detail of this particular case later. If you like content like this, let us know by dropping a comment below. If you have questions for the lawyer you know, feel free to reach out. See you next time.